Okay, we're going to calculate volume using the packing cubes method, which is basically what you had on your project that you had to turn in. If you aren't there yet, you'll soon get there. Um, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to find out how many of these small cubes fit into the bigger cube A. So we're going to look first at what is the formula for volume. Length times width times height. So sometimes you will also see that as base times height. And it's okay if you tell me that when we are conducting our DBA, as long as you're able to tell me what base equals. And base equals length times width, because we would be looking at the area of this bottom part. Okay, so let's go ahead and start solving. So we're going to solve for A first. I'm going to change up my pen here, back to the magenta. Okay, so we're going to solve for A first. And we know that our volume is length times width times height. So we're going to take that 2.5 feet times 3 feet times 4.5 feet. So we want to calculate the volume of the big cube first. And we're going to have to change all of those mixed numbers into improper fractions. So I'm going to just kind of change it up here a little. So we're going to change that by taking the denominator 2. We're going to multiply it times our whole number. And then we're going to add our numerator to get our numerator. We keep the same denominator, though, that we start with. So whatever our denominator is, that's how it will stay. So 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And to take a whole number and make it a fraction, very simply, we just put it over 1. So then we're going to do the same thing to 4.5 that we did with 2.5. We're going to multiply 4 times 2 to get 8. And then we're going to add 1, which gives us 9, and we keep the same denominator. So the last step we do is we're going to take and multiply straight across, and we'll start with our denominators first. This is very different than what you do with adding and subtracting of decimals. Here I am thinking decimals, fractions, because you do have to have the same denominator there. Here in fractions, you do not. So we're going to start with 2 times 1, which is 2. That's easy. And then 2 times 2, which is 4. So our denominator for this part will be 4. Then we're going to do that for the top part. And 5 times 3 is 15. And then times 9, it's a big number, 135. And we're going to want to leave that in its fractional form, because the next part we're going to do, the smaller cube, it's also in a fractional form. So if you have the smaller cube in a fractional form, which you probably will, you definitely want to keep that first one in a fractional form until you're done and completed with all of your computation, and then we'll do our division. So now we're going to go ahead and figure out what the smaller cube's volume is, and I'm going to label that B. And since it is a true cube, it is 1/2 foot all the way around. So it'll be like our length times width times height. It'll be pretty easy with 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2. Now, I will tell you, this is the most common fraction you will encounter in doing this. So if you can memorize it, that is really beneficial. Same thing with 1/4. That is another common one, although 1/2 is probably more common than 1/4. But again, pretty easy. We just go across the numerators and we multiply, and that's pretty easy. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. I'll make that a little darker. And 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8. So you've got 1/8. So now what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to divide your smaller number, or the smaller cube, into the bigger cube. So you will take that 135. Let me just change up my pens here for just a moment. I'll do it in red. Okay, so we're going to have to take that bigger cube, 135 over 4, and we're going to have to divide it by 1/8. So we're going to use the keep, change, flip method, and that's a good thing that you want to write down in your notes because it is something that will save you. And don't be confused with KFC, because it is not KFC, it's KCF. I am going to pause for a moment just to give myself a little more room here to solve. So going back to our keep, change, flip, I'm going to turn to a different color still, just because I think it does make it easier visually to see. So we keep the first, that's the K part. So 135 over 4. We then change our division to multiplication, and then we flip the divisor around. So instead of 1/8, it becomes 8 over 1. So what you can do at this point, if you're comfortable with cross multiplication, which is very easy to do, is we can cross cancel now this 4, which will become a 1 because 4 divides into 8 2 times. Now we don't even have to worry about our denominator anymore. So that helps us skip this step here. Actually, I don't even need to have that bar because we do not even have to worry about the denominator. So to finish this out, we'll multiply 135 times 2, and that will give us how many cubes, small cubes B, go into cube A. And that would be your final answer. So you see why it's really important to keep them in the fractional form, because if you didn't keep them in the fractional form, you'd have to go back and solve all that, and then it's just a different step that you don't need to take. So that is the volume of packing cubes with 1/2 foot smaller cube into the bigger cube. And I hope you find this video helpful.